Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the Celtic Now and Forever podcast. My name is Ryan Clifford. Today we are joined by John Clifford and Shaun Miller. Sean, John, how you doing?
Evening Ryan, how you doing mate?
Hail boys. Well, obviously big game Saturday against that mob. We'll start just a wee kind of reminder of the last game against St Johnstone, then we'll kick into the game Saturday. St Johnstone obviously 2-0, 2 last minute goals. Pretty poor performance, but the late goals and the subs kind of turned the game on your side. So, John, Sean, what's your thoughts on the game, lads?
It just kind of went along the same lines as all the previous away games, where a home team just get everybody behind the ball and try to frustrate you, and they hope to get a breakaway or a set piece, and it turned out that way. But as long as you get the 3 points at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
What do you think about that, Sean? Same kind of.
Yeah, I totally agree with your old man. I think first off, Celtic were absolutely shocking. Deserved nothing fair. First off, usual shite, passing it across the back. St Johnstone, they were up for it as well. They hit the post in the second half. For a stupid Celtic mistake in the ball away, and they should have punished us, but they should have scored. It was about 2 yards out to hit the post, the boy. But it's just, it seems to be the same as like the teams. Every game against Celtic Rangers is a beer team's cup final in it, so they're out to sit back and defend, and all we really can do is try and catch them.
It's always hard to break that down, but even yourself, 2 years I've played football, when you play against teams like that, it is hard to break down, but you need to kind of find that killer pass or bit of magic that Lee Griffiths did. But obviously, again, first half, slow, going forward, very frustrating. Greg Taylor again showed why he's not good enough. Obviously, we've signed the left back. Again, as even a backup left back, it's just Edouard wasn't himself. Obviously, he's been diagnosed with the coronavirus. Again, is that why he's not been playing well? We don't know. But do you think overall, obviously, the changes changed the game and be all and end all, really?
Yeah, I think Griffiths showed why he needs to be there. See, as long as he cuts out the shite, he's one of the most important players in the team, well, the squad. You've seen it with Brown as well, came on, and it was so much different. I totally agree with you with Greg Taylor. Kind of feel a wee bit because he's took some amount of stick. I listen to that phone in as often as I can, and he's constantly getting stick, but at the same time he's not a full back, he's a left back, and he's no used to playing that forward, and I think he's scared to go forward. I think he just wants to be comfortable and defend. I think he's scared going forward, and that's why he keeps pressing it back.
I think as well, as Celtic fans, it does grow up when seeing all these left backs. We've kind of grew up with Greg Taylor, Kieran Tierney. You're not really comparing them, but that's the standard you've seen, so you're like, we've seen that and we're getting this now. It's hard to see, so you want better.
Any left back that we sign will be, that's no Kieran Tierney, he's not as good as Kieran Tierney. I think that's just the normal now, isn't it?
Now obviously the goal, Lee Griffiths again, but I know Jaime came on as well with Rogic. Again, I think he's still a big player for Celtic on his day. I think the guy's brilliant. He only 15 minutes on, but we have tons now. I just think he was his class, but it's hard to fit a guy in that midfield. The midfield's frightening.
I don't know, they must have 8 or 9 midfielders. They can all play. I don't know why. Was that Rogic's first appearance this season?
It's March, I think it was, or something
why
like
was that? Was he injured? Or was he because he didn't get his move or whatever? Just no fit enough.
They said he wasn't fit for a pre-season.
Pre-season was 3 months ago.
I know. They said he wasn't fit, and he didn't play any
pre-season
games either.
Dealt to Qatar, fell through with, so we don't know. But I think he's still a big player. I'd rather we had him than sell him for 3 million. I'd rather keep the 3 million for something else. So get it up an odd player. Obviously, for me, I think Griffiths is still the best finish at Celtic. Obviously he's had these issues, but again he showed why he's scored so many goals for us. And then Brown came on. Obviously Brown probably wasn't even planning to play the game because he was sitting with a cup of tea in his tracksuit and even giving a fuck at the side of the park. You know what I mean? He wasn't even wanting to come on. Obviously he was told, listen, this is just And he's come on, I think when he came on, the play totally changed. The demands were there, and
he's your leader, though, isn't he? He demands total respect for everybody, and he doesn't accept anything but 100%. Aye, and without a doubt, Lee Griffiths is the best striker Scotland's got. I know it's off topic a wee bit, but Oliver McBurney, was it 20 million he went for? You're not trying to tell me Lee Griffiths isn't a better player than him.
Of course,
I was going to say that as well. Obviously, Scotland game last night, Griffiths, there was a couple of call-offs in the squad, and I was kind of thinking to myself, well, even if Griffiths you kind of don't want to risk him because of the whole COVID thing, maybe, or the Scotland, maybe the international players, but he's a sort of player that you could take him to keep him in the squad if he's not fully fit. Give him the last 15 minutes, and all he needs is a free kick for you outside the box. There is movement for that, for his goal, for the first goal.
It's just a striker's instinct, isn't it?
And you can see the difference that he makes, and he's all the team love him as well. You can see that. I mean, they all love him.
And as well, with the second goal, I thought the goal, that tackle on Kamara was one of the worst I've ever fucking seen. That was disgusting.
That's been swept under the carpet. Did the guy get a yellow card?
Do you know what? I got a yellow card, but I generally think
that's a straight red audio on.
I generally think if he didn't go up and scored, I generally don't think he was going to get a foul.
The guy wasn't
just the way the referee's demeanour was. I think
he knew he was through. The guy was just
and then she got up and what that finish that was.
I know that guy had one thought in his mind, and it was to take him out, and Kamara took out, got back up, and when he scored the goal, we just turned around and looked at the guy when he was running away, and it was fucking brilliant.
He's obviously got the desire, and he's maybe a bit better than we've kind of maybe given him a bit of recognition.
Well, I think that COVID thing, see with the lockdown, he chose not to go to Poland. He chose to stay through here, learn the language a bit more, and like bulk up and stuff. And it looks to me as if it's fucking worked.
But I thought the referee was shocking. The full game up. I've kind of seen here, wee Frimpong kicked off the park. I don't know how many times he's
the most fouled player in the league.
Honestly. And then Duffy gets pulled in the box. It's a penalty, but I guarantee you if that's in St John's, if that's in your box, it's a penalty. It's wee things like that. The referee, I thought that the tackle on Kamara was disgusting. I thought that, as John says, it's not really been highlighted. I think maybe because Celtic won the game as well. I think maybe if that was the last minute and we didn't get a free kick for it, then obviously the goalkeeper. I think the goalkeeper's every game he looks more commanding, he looks more comfortable, and I think maybe come up to Saturday's game you might see how good he actually is.
Aye, because this week you might find he's going to be a bit busier, because he's not really been busy in any of the games, has he? Because we're talking about Celtic's not playing well and they're not scoring goals, whatever, but teams only getting many chances against Celtic. Well, Celtic's not letting them create anything. They must be defending pretty well for the back into the middle.
I think the last couple of seasons Celtic's they've had a good first result of the season, and then as it's got to the next maybe 10 games just before the Christmas period, we do have that run of we're winning games, we're scoring last minute goals, but who cares, we're getting the points, but we're not playing the way we should be, and then it comes to the Christmas period and it's fucking fitting the pedal.
Again, we're talking about that mob, the Rangers, Sevco, they are supposed to be flying, but yet they're only 1 point behind. Say 1 point ahead is it 1 point in it?
We've got a game in hand.
We won the Saturday, we're top of the league, and yet they're flying and we are crisis against Celtic.
Yeah, they came up against.
You know what I mean?
Obviously Aberdeen is a kind of tough and all, but they came up against Hibs.
But
their favourite to finish third, didn't they?
Even that game,
that struggled for them.
You struggled to win that game against Aberdeen.
I know.
And obviously we're going to Saturday in a minute, but obviously overall you get Elanusi in, Barkas, Ayeti, Turnbull, Duffy, and then the left back. I think it's one of the best windows in a long time. You've kept your main players and you've added quality.
I don't like how the position he's playing Elanusi, and he's playing him like just up top, whether it's a jetty or he's just trying to keep everybody happy. And I said it on the last time I spoke to you, Ryan. I don't think Neil Lennon knows he's strong as 11 is, and he's trying to keep everybody happy. Where they're at Celtic, that you're not going to play every game, so he needs to get his strong. It's the same Scotland. You need to get your strongest
a team and just play. If it means
we all know this is probably Brown's last before he maybe he'll be there next season, but he'll be maybe a bit part, helping out the squad, changing room sort of player. But
because obviously the transfers, you've kind of brought in guys who can come in and really start the game. Today, signing guys just for the squad. But for me, obviously the left back seems to be going with reports. He's brilliant. He's played in World Cups. He was in the team of the year, the tournament for World Cup. So obviously he's a good player. On the Rangers game is Saturday. I just want to go in previous games so we can speak about them. The two games I've kind of highlighted were the League Cup won last season. Obviously, Rangers pumped us, to be fair. Absolutely annihilated us. And obviously, I was at Tenerife. I missed the game, but I did come back and I watched the game. And Big Foster, he's not here, but he was unbelievable. I thought Rangers were a better team. The back line was very sloppy. I had Lewis Morgan up front. Fuck me.
Started the game with Lewis Morgan up front.
So, seen he scored the winner for a penalty for David Beckham's team.
He's actually not exposed there, but again,
that's Higuain up front.
That's that level, do you know what I mean? But in that game, Rangers were brilliant, and you've got to look at their games and go, what can we do better? I know, but I think winning the game, it shows you the winning mentality that we have got to get absolutely annihilated, but yet come up trumps.
Serial winners.
That's definitely. Because obviously, the game, there's only really one, I think for that team, there's only 2 or 3 players that I think might start, who didn't start that game. If you Foster, you'd be goalie, you'd Barkas, so I've seen
people. I've not lost anybody.
No, really, no.
No for it.
Well, Johnny Hayes started that game. It was Foster, Frimpong, Ayer, Julian, Hayes, Brown, McGregor, Forrest, Christie, Elyounoussi and Morgan and Mikey Johnson. He was the subs with Eddie and Beaton, they came on, so it's not changed that much. So, but I think the tactics need to be better because we get absolutely annihilated in that. I know we won the game, but if you look at the play,
you can't see that happening again.
No, I can't.
You can't. Celtic didn't play well at all. Rangers absolutely smashed them, but I can't see Celtic playing as bad as that again. No way. I'd just like to see Celtic getting physical with them. I'm just scared that last couple of games, I think Rangers have been more physical and have won the physical battle in the middle of the park. I think you've got to start strong and be dominant and be physical. Get right in about them, don't give them any time. First time Weekend gets a ball, if he's playing, smash him. Just smash him and we'll see where he's got.
And obviously the celebrations after that game, it kind of showed you how much it meant to the players. They were going after fucking these. It shows you how, I wouldn't say disrespect the Rangers, but they didn't go and fucking shake hands. They just went and fucking celebrated. I was basically saying,
the fans.
I was basically saying, fuck yous, we've won, see you later. And obviously the first game against Rangers last season, it was at Ibrox, 1-2-0. It's kind of the same hype. I've kind of been looking at the papers recently, and it was the same hype as the first game last year. It was all about Rangers, pundits, Rangers doing this, Rangers do this. Celtic are crisis, Celtic are poor. Celtic turned up Ibrox and fucking steamrolled them. Johnny Hayes scored my goals and fucking Morelos against Celtic. You know what I mean? That was a game obviously, Bolingoli. That was probably his best game for Celtic. Julian, that's when he kind of came through. El Hamid. I thought Nancham, that ball for that goal for Hangme Hayes was superb.
I'm still a bit unsure who would you play beside Duffy, because I'm not Ayer's biggest fan and I'm certainly not Julian's biggest fan. I thought Julian came with this big thing. He was thinking he was the next Van Dijk, he'll throw the SPL. He was comfortable and he scored goals, but he's new. I think he's kind of thought he's a bit better than what he actually is. And
Ayer, big time.
Aye, and the Ayer as well with that, he was that move and stuff. But his head might have been turned as well as Edward, and that's why he's not been. You don't know, but Duffy's a starter. He's on that team sheet straight away. So who do you play beside him? Do you stick with 3-5-2 or?
Because obviously,
I would have Beaton to play. Beaton's been playing Brown centre back, but he's just been tested positive as well, so he's not going to play.
You're maybe missing. You've got Edward, and maybe you don't know if he's going to be out his isolation. I think he is, but will he play? Christie, Beaton, and maybe El Hamid. His test was there, so you don't know who you're missing. That's
and you've still got a few days to go as well, by the way. So And Rangers players were, some of them were obviously in international duty, so some of them...
I think Morelos is playing like early hours of the Wednesday, Thursday morning. So that's, for them as well, it's hard to turn in. Play 3-4 games and then you're into a big game like that. But again, this, I suppose it'll prove who is kind of really at it now.
Successful teams play 50 odd games a season and tiredness doesn't come in. You just keep winning, keep winning.
Because obviously on Saturday they've played, I think they played 6 times. Gerard Lennon's 3 up to 2 to Gerard. Again, so Lennon got upper hand at the head to head now. I think Saturday, I like to start off with no fans. Who will it suit? Will it suit anybody, or will it just be a even keel? I think it's very. I'm actually dreading watching the game because I think it'll be shite without the fans. It won't be the same intensity, atmosphere.
I hope they've got the music up because think of the
swear. I know.
Aye.
Yeah, fucking. That's in that.
It's even Celtic games. All the other games, they're dead. Even down south, whatever, abroad, the games are dead slow with no fans. It's definitely for an impact. I said it right at the very start. It's going to have a major impact on results as well. And you've seen it in the Premier League down south last week, didn't you?
Everybody's beating each other.
Aye. Liverpool, a team that won the Champions League, getting scared. Was it 7?
7-2.
How can a team that won the Champions League score 7 goals against them? Be a team that's fought relegation last year.
Aye, Van Dijk was hopeless.
I didn't show.
Van Dijk trying to cause 1 or 2 goals, he was hopeless. But I just think, see, I was kind of, I was looking back at the old game. See the game against Rangers, 1-2 last year. Edward and Hayes scored. To kick off Edward kicked it.
Aye.
I would do the same again because it puts the pressure on.
That's what I said. Start fast.
Because I think Brown says it was actually Edward said, listen, do that. And I think that's what you need to do. You need to put all the pressure on them, start right off for the game.
I was about when I seen it, man, what the fuck is he doing?
He's just kicked it out of the park.
I was like, nice man, right up there.
Because obviously I think you've got to be on the front.
It's what they do in the rugby, innit? It's fucking...
Because I think you've got to be the front foot, again, right for the half, because Celtic seem to start very, very slow.
I think Celtic's missing the fans a lot more than what Rangers are. Performance-wise, anyway.
Well, let's be honest, we've had 1 decent game and that's Hibs. And we've been very mediocre the rest of the European campaign. We've played 2 squibs, and we have been hopeless. But again, it is hard to break down any level of what they are playing. But going to Saturday, obviously main dangers, obviously we can all say we're going to take players not, but for me Barisic he is our main danger when it comes to like crosses. I think his left peg is quality. So I think if you cut out that danger and whoever's on Kent,
make him defend. Go in the front foot, make him defend.
Who was it that says on I think we watched a podcast recently. Was it Barry Ferguson says it? He says that Barisic about you think he can defend. He can't defend.
Aye.
He's brilliant going forward. So I think that could be it. That could be a bit. Because they're all talking about Celtic's weakness.
Yeah, Rangers' main weakness in that team is when Tavernier goes forward, he loses the ball, and you just attack that space where he's left. That's what you do. How many goals have Celtic scored down Rangers' right side where he's made a fucking stupid pass and he's caught high up in Celtic's half, out of position, and you've got to pounce on it.
Because obviously I don't. People are all talking about Celtic's weaknesses, defensive weaknesses. See if you watch Rangers, they do it back. Stinking. That goal scene's stinking. But yet Ayer and Julian are shite. But yet they've won trebles and cups and
used to winning.
What have they won? Everything's all about. It's all about Celtic's weak line. Celtic are no doing this. It's not, but what about Rangers? They're fucking. Do you know what I mean?
Sevco thinks he's a player as well, doesn't he?
What about that mob? Not me. It's all about Celtic. It's never about fucking Sevco or Rangers.
It's always about. See even the media now. See with Gerard being there. It's always like it's all fucking him. Never mind Lennon. It's all and see. I like that. See when Celtic beat Rangers at Ibrox last season 2-0. And after the game, Lennon spoke about that. He said, "You've all doubted Brown. He's doubted me. He's doubted this team." And he's all your press, your pre-match
Aye.
conferences was about Gerrard and not about me. It basically said I don't care anyway, but there's another team.
Basically, get up yous.
Aye.
Because that's what I've kind of.
We're the champions for a reason.
So that's what I've wrote down here. That it was the same going into the first game last year. Celtic were, I think they were level on points. Celtic got 3 points ahead and won the game, but it was all about Rangers do this, Rangers don't do this, and then Celtic come up and steamrolled them. And I said to my dad earlier that John earlier that if that was me in that team, I'd be sticking all that in a launch. Look what they're fucking saying about these. Go out and fucking go and smash them. But again, it's
that Kent, he's a wee tadger, isn't he?
Must admit, right, I do, he's a good player, right, but he's very inconsistent, I think.
Aye.
I think Rangers fan.
Aye. I think he's
tag him up to be.
No, but they know he's no.
Aye.
It's consistent. So
Aye.
if a player at that level they were trying to point to Leeds, you can't go to a team like that if you're inconsistent.
No.
You've got to be on it every week in that Premiership down there.
Because obviously, I think we do need to be better this game because we've not been very, very good. Let's be honest, this season. Again, Scott Brown, he didn't play the last game against St Johnstone, came on a sub, but for me, he's got to play. I think he will play. I think he's pivotal to the Old Firm games. I think if Scott Brown plays well, Celtic win the game. I've always said that. Don't used to take on that, guys, but I think if Scott Brown plays, controls the midfield, Celtic win the game.
First name the team sheet. We've spoken about that. I'm saying this might be his last season or whatever. He's slowing down, but he's got to play every big game because he's got so much influence in that team. So he doesn't accept second. His standards are so high, and we're probably lucky to have him for the amount of time we have. And he's been absolute a special player at Celtic.
You seen it with the podcast, Simon Ferry's one with Tierney talking about Brown, and he was basically saying how he
is Celtic after
he sets the standards.
Aye. If you're not doing it to his level, never mind the manager's level, he'll go through you before any coaches, managers will. He'll make sure you get it together, buck up your ideas. You're playing for a Celtic Football Club, you're not playing for a fucking NAB Diddy team here.
So I think he says as well that or the new players, they tell, listen, this is Celtic, you need to fucking win, you need to do that. He tells them right away.
He's got to be first on the team sheet.
I think, again, last season he was doubted and won the game. He was superb last year getting in the 2-0 game.
He's ran the midfield for the Celtic and Rangers games for the past 7 years anyway. He's ran it. Because
I've always says, I know I keep repeating myself, but if Scott Brown plays well, I think Celtic play well, and I just think the midfield, he controls that. If he plays well, again, if he's not playing well, then Celtic they're doing a leader, and you're doing a player in a way. But for me, I think I stick on every big game he's got to play, especially these games, because again, he's your leader, isn't he? He's your main focus in the team.
Bang on for a yellow card anyway.
First
get your money on it. Get your money in a penalty Rangers and a Celtic red card.
Is he the sort of guy that will kind of go wind up Kent? You know what I mean?
Well,
it's part of his game, isn't it?
But
it's part of his game.
See the game where obviously
he loves running free in their heat.
Mind that hang with Bristol or the London, they put a mad fucking poster on went free in their heat.
Aye, the thingies were like starring on it or something, was it pictures of Brown's face and they had to storm on it or something, some shit like that.
But I think he's the guy's superb, and I think he handles his talking about that experience with Morelos and mind the game last year when big Fred will get fucking right up and he sent off and he was just on it side of the park with a water bottle laughing at him.
Aye.
It's experience, but yet he got hounded for that off the press. But yet if that was, I guarantee if that was just a normal SPL game with St Johnstone, somebody their players like, brilliant experience play, but because Scott Brown done it, was he's a fucking this, he's that, he's this.
He's a disgrace for winding people off. It's part of the game.
Fuck's it.
And then Gerrard goes and he's at Parkhead to the cameras and down to the fans.
I watched that today, right? See,
and that was just passion, he called it.
He didn't even see every game. I think he gave Len a hug.
No, it was a high five. It was a slap.
He slapped him, walked away, and I'm like, then we won the league.
Disrespectful.
And then the Rump celebrated it when they fucking league. And then obviously
It was
One
a
nil.
few seasons ago. He was a pundit on BT. I've got it on my Twitter and I'll always keep it there. And he was having John Hartson talking about a Celtic game, and he was saying they played at Parkhead and he said it was that he couldn't hear his teammates with the noise and it was unbelievable.
Best
and
atmosphere
everything else, and
ever
best
played in.
atmosphere. And now he's the fucking
Rangers manager. So
he's the enemy.
But that's just for me. That was a total lot of disrespect, and then fucking Celtic won the league, flying colours again. Hopefully we're going to win the. That's another thing. It's kind of obviously going to have to talk for the game. We got a semi-final soon for a fourth treble.
Fourth treble.
That's fucking. There's 2 games we won 4 in a row. That's fucking.
So
But yeah, they're getting doubted to beat fucking St Johnstone, Hibs, and Aberdeen. It's, you know what I mean?
I know. I think it's scary. Like nobody will win your lifetime anyway. I don't think we'll see anything like that again. And we don't get enough credit for it. Just because the Rangers are back. They're forgetting about everything that we've done. We've carried Scottish football for fucking
years.
Aye, we've been the only team.
In Europe.
Keeping their coefficient and.
The last 2 years Rangers have done well. They've fair enough played 18 games last year, whatever. They had to do that because you were skint. No, let's be true. That's the honest truth. They need to get through the group stages there to keep the lights on again, as you say. But for the last 10 years, whatever, slightly off topic, but Aberdeen, Dundee United, Motherwell, Kilmarnock, Hibs, Dundee United, others in Europe getting put out the first round with fucking Diddy teams. That's one of the reasons Celtic only stay into the groups of the Champions League. No down to Celtic's downfall, whereas coefficients down to all these fucking rubbish teams. It's their downfall.
Because obviously, Tom Rangers was going to get another share issue again, didn't they? So,
aye, that's to keep the lights on again.
I've seen a few Rangers fans talking on Twitter. They were saying, where was that money for the transfer?
They've just ripped him. They've ripped him again.
Fuck
but
them.
Listen, they keep giving him the money, so they know they'll get it off him.
And they're just waiting to stop this tenant here. They're leaving themselves potless again.
But let's be honest, right?
If you're still not going to happen.
They're saying about Big Fedro, it's a £60 million bid. Is there? You don't not back £60 million.
No.
I don't care what anybody says.
You
don't know what I mean? And I think, again, I didn't know if he'll play in Saturday, but again, I think I wouldn't say, obviously he's a good player, right? But Big Duffy will just go fucking right through him. I think he'll just put him in his place.
To see Big Duffy in this.
I think
Big Duffy's clumsy though.
I know.
He is going to fill him,
but
as long as he fills him
outside the box.
Because I'm talking about obviously the defence. You're talking about obviously Julian, but I think if Duffy plays with Julian, see B Tom is fit. I know I'm not talking about for this game, but in general, what about you try and iron midfield? Because he is a midfielder.
You've got 8-9 midfielders already.
I think it's his pace at the back irons it into it, and that's why he's a lot quicker than Julian.
Somebody did mention that the other day. Who was it?
Duffy there for the headers.
Somebody says if Duffy
quick.
does make or Julian makes a mistake, he's there to cover it up.
Julian wouldn't be his nose quick.
But you just don't know. Obviously, your personnel, you're not going to know to Saturday with players coming back for international duty. Don't know who else is going to have COVID tests, positive tests, whatever. You don't know who's going to be available. What's your team going to be?
Well,
what's your formations? Are 3 or 4?
Well, I think you keep it free, and obviously Duffy, I think if you keep it free, I think obviously he's captain of Ireland again, talking about off topic. All the headlines, Celtic Scarlet gets called up for Ireland. He's a fucking captain. He's a captain of Ireland before he even joined Celtic, but yet because he's playing with Celtic, he gets called up to the squad. But I think he's experienced enough for these games. He's played in no higher level game in this, but he's played at international. He's played in the Premier League against best strikers in the world. I think this should be a game. He can just come in like Morelos. Just fucking game one.
I just hope Lennon doesn't surprise us with some stupid fucking out of position player
fucking Christie up front or something.
But he done it last year. We were playing 3 every week and then he went to a 4.
Because obviously I think Ayer does need to be better defensively. Obviously me and my dad were talking the other day. Norway, he was hopeless for Norway the other day.
It seems one of the games he was shocking.
He has got that big mistake in him every game. He has got, I know he does do a lot of good work, but
what is he, 22, 23?
He's still young. He's still young. I think that you can see like obviously we're talking about him maybe moving on. He's got the passion. Every time he's scoring that, he's you can see it in his face. He's committed, and I think for me, I think he will play. I think he is. I think he's one of the first name of the team sheet. In any game, to be fair.
Lennon likes him, doesn't he?
But see, to be fair, he does get moved about. You put someone at left, and he's a right-sided player. Then they go to play a 4 or whatever. Sometimes he's right back. And see, to be honest with you, I know he's playing approach at that level, should be able to handle it, but they're not having the same partners week in, week out, which does help. Where partnerships grow. A centre half will have a great relationship with his partner and to his right side or left side fullback, whatever side of the middle he's on, and let these partnerships grow. But they're not getting a chance to do that because he's changing formation, he's changing personnel all the time.
That won't obviously help the goalie either settling if he's playing in front of 3 or 4 different guys. At 1 minute it's Frimpong at right back, and then it's Taylor, and then it's Free, and it's Beaton's going in, and then fucking Elhammond's. He has just got to, I know guys are going to be unhappy, but I just think you've got to put your best team forward every game, because let's be honest, it's not a season for fucking putting people in and out. This is the biggest season in a long time.
Nah, I think that's how he's got to get it right, mate, because see what I was saying about doesn't know his best 11 and that. This is the biggest season in Celtic's history, and it's our best chance. Never get a chance like this again to win 10 in a row. So we've got to get in right, get it done quick enough, and fucking go and smash this league.
Because see if I genuinely believe it. See if Celtic were on the A game every week, be 3-4-0 every week. I think the Celtic should be able to walk here these teams and win the game comfortably. They should. Even the reserve should be able to come in and do it. But
just Lennon doesn't know he's throwing the 11, and it's no fair.
Maybe that's not a bad thing. He's got that many quality players. It's a toss of a coin if Christie or Cham's playing or whatever.
See, who would your starting 11 be, John?
Starting 11.
Right tactic.
Right. Goalie speaks for himself.
Well, start off. You're maybe going to be missing. I think Edward might be fit, right? So you've been missing maybe Christie, Beaton, and Elhammond, and I think that's it, isn't it, for the COVID?
Aye.
Right, Barkas.
Is Ajeti going to be fit? We don't know.
He's declared himself fit.
Did he?
Aye.
Right, he's declared himself fit, but he's not running at 100%, right? Edward's not been running at 100%, which might be due to the COVID, you don't know. Kamala's not a lot of game time, and here's Griffiths. So your 4 strikers on the firing on all cylinders, but I'd be confident Edward, Ajeti or Griffiths. Maybe not so much Kamala, because he's not got the experience, he's only young.
I'd give him the last 15 minutes, see what he can do.
Once you're 3 or 4 up.
See, I would start with 3-5-2, the tactics, what I used to go Barkas and goals. I would give this new boy, I would throw him right in at the deep end. And a
back 3?
No, on a left wing back. Frimpong, right wing back.
But him, I think he's obviously got the experience, just fling him in.
Aye.
If there's no other game to shove somebody in, just fucking put him in.
Listen, there's been loads of players played for Celtic and Rangers have made their debut in Celtic and Rangers games for both sides of the fence.
I would have
loads.
Ayer, Duffy and Julian, the free back. Have obviously Brown and McGregor in the middle. Obviously Christie's not out in Cham. I would give Cham that free rolling attack. Attack Christie's position, I would give him there, see, because he can hit a fucking ball in Cham, and I don't think he doesn't get the chance. He normally sits a bit deeper.
Who's wide right then?
I would probably, well, obviously you've got Frimpong.
Frimpong, sorry.
He's your wing back, but up front is.
I think if Edward's fit, Edward plays.
Aye.
Even though he's not been very.
The fact that he's on the park against him, they're always going to be wary of him.
Well, I don't think you mentioned it. The League Cup game, I don't think he was even 10% fit. He came on the last 20 minutes before the goal, and big goals was like, oh no.
He's come on.
Shot himself. Big
he's come on. Golson's went through right away, and that's where the goal came from.
But I agree with you, John. I think if he's on the park, always go to that. I just keep going back to that goal he scored against. That was when he first really went, I'm here. That goal at Ibrox was. He's always got that in his locker, but I know he's not been really playing well recently. But
He'll not get see the way he's played the last 3 games. He'll not get away with that. Celtic, that's unacceptable to play like just walk about.
But especially in a game like this.
I feel for Ajeti because he sat on the bench sometimes when he make the bench for West Ham for a full season there, and he's no match fit. You can see he's just he can fucking put the ball away anyway. So, aye, and I think he'll be some signing for Celtic, but he needs to be match fit, and it's not his fault or Celtic's fault. He's carried this injury. It's because he didn't get any game time, and I would love to have seen him for a start against Rangers, but it's not going to happen.
I think see if he's fit. I would
play the two up.
I've Barkas, Julian, Duffy, Frimpong, Brown, McGregor, and I play Ncham. Can I hang with it? I play Elanusi, Edward, and Ajay. If you
so Elanusi be a left wing.
Frimpong other side. I rate Elanusi. I think he's got something. He is kind of a bit like Edward. He will give you something.
Could you rely on him to defend, but if need be?
I'd rather have him than Greg Taylor.
I'll just throw this.
I thought you were playing other boy.
See if he was even there. There you go.
There you go. see, that many good players. I think he's going to play. I would play man.
But you know what?
There's no fans.
Aye.
Where's the pressure going to come from?
My opinion, right?
I've been slagging him off and all.
As much as I rate Elanusi, I think that boy has got to play right, so I'd play him. But I think Lennon would play Elanusi.
Cham.
Aye. But I would give the Cham another chance because.
But who's going to commit then for Cham?
See,
it's that many good players.
I'm actually glad I'm fucking making a choice.
I think you're slagging after I've gave that boy since he signed.
But I will say, I must put my one up here. I did say to you about Ajeti when Celtic were linked to him like that. Why would you sign a guy that hadn't scored a goal in 18 months? And I've got to put my horn up and say he has.
He's obviously a goal scorer, isn't he?
Aye, he's a penalty box player without a shadow of a doubt, aye.
Because I think Lenny says he reminds him of Hooper, the same mould of Hooper. He just knows where the goal is. I think, again, I know you're talking about the 4 strikers, but if Ajeti's fit, that's 4 decent strikers you've got to lead you into this season. That's 4 of them are scoring. You know what I mean? It's a good thing to have, a headache to have.
I would definitely, as I said, I hate playing one up. No. I would go over the 2 definitely. 3-5-2.
I don't think you can have one up.
Three big guys at the back, physical, dominating. Right side Frimpong can get up and down all day. You know, if he's going to get fouled, you want him to play in Rangers as half. If he's getting fouled, you're going to get free kicks and whatever.
See the thing with that, obviously he'll be playing against Barisic, wouldn't he? If that's the side. That'll be a chase. I'll be up and down. He won't give Barisic.
Rangers play 4 at the back. Rangers play 4-3-3 every week.
So you'd be kind of hoping that he does play, and it's just a flat back 3, and he does play.
Rangers are 4-3-3 every week, no matter who they play against. Aye, that's his set formation. He just picks the personnel to fit in.
That's what I would do there. I would go to 3-5-2 and see the 3 in the middle and Cham, Brown, McGregor. I would have Cham playing that more advanced role and Brown covering him when he went. Obviously, it's Ajeti is 50-50, but I see my left wing back. New guy.
Lexa, is that his name?
Diego Laxalt or Lexa or something.
Diego, call him Diego.
The wee guy with the Pepsi specs and the breaded hair. But I see. I know we've all said that McGregor and Cham Brown doesn't work, but I think if you're playing Cham forward, it works because they're no 3 in a row.
Who would you play, Cham or Rogic?
I'll start Cham. See if Rogic was fit, as much as I love the Cham, I think this game's still away for Rogic. I generally think that, with Lennon, he could bring a spanner in the box. Rogic has hardly played. I guarantee Rangers haven't prepared their team for Rogic playing. Maybe and he could bring him in and go, there you go.
Score another world day.
If Ajeti's no fit, would throw Griffiths in? Absolutely.
Aye.
But I would do it right. But I think if he'd done that, it'd be a stick up the fingers to Kamara.
It's Griffiths' experience is second to none in the games.
I think, would he be fit for 60 minutes, but Griffiths? That's the thing.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? He's
a big goal threat. for set pieces and in the box.
I would give Roger to last 20. She's that left peg is fucking. Should have spoiled
was
in it.
worse
The
than
goals
it.
he scored against Rangers and
Phenomenal.
all
I
is.
know.
See, even the game with St John's, he was only apart 15 minutes, but it just brings something
Aye.
different.
It's said in the radio, and also I think it was the radio. He's the best player in Scotland in a half turn.
Aye. It's
You just don't know what way he's going to go. Aye,
See, even the go up.
He's a big guy, you know.
aye, he's about 6'3" or something. Aye.
He's the only guy I know, his hairline stays the exact same. Doesn't he fucking
That's what
move?
hairspray does.
It doesn't he move, man?
Money.
Money, I know, aye. Oh yeah, lockdown, he was training, man. His hair's not moved a fucking muscle. We all wake up and the house a fucking disgrace. But I think that's I think your defence, obviously, see, even though Ilhamid, he's been playing well. If Beaton's fit, well, he can, is he COVID in it, so I don't know if
He's quarantined, isn't he?
Aye, he's out. He turns out.
see, that's COVID, it's...
Or would they throw another spanner works and throw Turnbull in instead of Cham and Rogic?
Aye.
You wouldn't put it past them.
You've got so many options, haven't you? It's hard to pick that.
That's your three options is Cham, Rogic and Turnbull in there, innit?
See,
If
even,
you're playing a
Aye.
3-5-2.
Brown and McGregor are stick on.
Aye.
So,
see, like, even us discussing this, right? We didn't even know the fucking best 11's out. The fuck's he meant to know it? We don't even know as fans.
You're just giving an opinion.
I dare rating and Cham. I know I've seen a lot of guys on Twitter after St Johnson game saying, how does she get all this fucking hype, man?
He was horrendous.
It was horrendous, but most of the team was horrendous. And I just think sometimes when he plays poor, he gets singled out. But some of his, it's very hard to pick a team.
see, no matter the starting 11, but see, looking at the bench every game, it's
Fighting in it.
the players that can come off the bench and change a game.
Maybe get Celtic are struggling. Celtic have not got a squad depth. Celtic are this, Celtic are that. But when you look at our bench, it's fucking fighting.
know.
It shows you. I think the St Johnstone manager said it perfect. He said they needed 5 subs to win the game, but it's 5 subs of pure quality to bring on. I mean, you're bringing on Kamala, but 3 million Griffiths, well, he's worth Rogic.
Scott
You're
Brown.
bringing Scott Brown. Fucking captain's going to part to win you the game.
That was desperation though.
It wasn't it? Aye.
Aye.
I know. Feet up, fucking 5 minutes before it,
Aye,
drink the
big cup of
coffee.
coffee.
Aye. Got a fat tracky on
He
it.
obviously wasn't meant to play that game, but it's probably it's probably a blessing as well that he's not playing with Scotland. Because imagine him playing twice for Scotland and then playing against Rangers at that age.
He was talking and he was saying how he's got fitter as he's got older because when he was younger he never looked after his body the way he does now. Like he's eating and he's cut out all the drinking. So he's obviously looking after his body a lot better than what he used to. So he could last this long.
I think it's a big game, and obviously he is your main man, middle up parting. But the team, see, even as you're talking here, you're talking like who you've got a
Who are you leaving out?
Aye.
Who am I going to leave out? You're talking more about that rather than.
You've got a say on anybody can come in and play. Yeah, like Turnbull can come in and play. You'd be happy for him to come in and play. And Cham can come in, obviously Christie's out. Maybe a fees a bit of this quarantine stuff, and Cham, obviously McGregor and Brown are going to play.
This is a bit off topic. I seen Arsenal filed a thinger because Kieran Tierney's to quarantine as well, and he's missing the Man City game. And Arsenal fucking made a complaint about it, saying, he didn't actually have it. So how has he been in close contact and the other players haven't? But it's this bubble hanging to it. But there's only so many players working together.
So I don't even know what it is. Within the same coffee shop, with the same room, I don't know what it was.
Bubble hanging in it, so there's only so many players working with each other at the same time, and whatever players
groups
there,
of 4 training.
and then whoever was in that group has to quarantine, and it was obviously the aim. So Stuart Armstrong had got it, and because they were working together all the time.
See, I don't understand it.
See, basically, it's the government rules in it, so we've not got allowed to stone him. He's not going to play.
Because obviously you've still got another 1 or 2 games to go. Like for the squad, they've still got a game Wednesday, and other teams are playing.
Injuries, internationals, travelling, recovery, it's all a big part to play before the game.
Even if I don't even know my team, to be fair, I've wrote down that, but
before we go into the next thing, how many Celtic players are away in international duty compared to Rangers?
I think most for 11.
Many Rangers players away.
Barkas was on the bench for Greece. Ilhamid, Beaton, Aya.
Frimpong with 21s.
I don't know. Kamala was out with 21s. Taylor's with Scotland. McGregor's with Scotland. And Cham wasn't about the 21s. Elanussi's with Norway. Edward, he's not here. pouring team, but he was away with the 21s. The bench tumbles with the 21s of Scotland. So basically your core of your squad is away. I don't know about Rangers, I know Barishit's obviously, and guys like Ryan Jack was playing, Morelos, so I don't know about Rangers, but there's a lot of guys coming back for long journeys, I know. Obviously you're lucky Scotland guys have been in Scotland, so they've not travelled about. But if you guys like Kamal's away to Poland, Barkas been away to Greece, it's...
The day say now about sports science and that, it does have a big impact on recovery and all that carry on, but years ago teams played 60 odd games and go to cup finals all the time, and you're not training, you're just playing all the time and just taking hours during the week.
So I think
it's a bit much. I think there's a bit much made of that myself.
I think as well, obviously be your team for Saturday, I just think it'd be hard to put down now because I think there'll be a few more changes to go. I think the weekend obviously the games, there's games tomorrow and Wednesday. I think there's got to be a few more maybe positive tests and quarantine issues. I hope no, but
some run of games we've got coming up, by the way.
Tough
games.
That's what you want. You want to be in every cup competition that's going.
That's when your squad will be tested on it.
It's obviously AC Milan soon as well. And
aye.
We didn't even know if big game
semi-final we've got Aberdeen as well away. There's some fucking cracking games coming up.
Because obviously, the team line-up fucking my head's scrambled right now because there's got so many things you can.
So hope there's any surprises with some stupid fucking
5 at the back. You never know.
Fucking Mikey Johnson basically could fit and be up front. But obviously, can I go on the old Rangers games? I'll talk to you, John, first. We was obviously a bit older than me and Sean. Unfortunately, bit of grey hair there. What was your first what can you remember? What was your first Celtic and Rangers game?
I'll talk about my first memory of a Celtic Rangers game was 10 men won the league in 78, and then I wasn't allowed to go to I was only 10 anyway, but my dad didn't really go to the games. My dad wasn't that keen on going to the games because there was always trouble at him, to be fair, and he didn't want to take me. But I can remember the phone going and my dad's mate was at the game because the games weren't televised or anything, and my dad's mate phoned him to tell him Celtic had won with 10 men, beat Rangers 4-2, he won the league. That was my first memory of a Celtic Rangers game, but the first one I was at, as I say, my dad wasn't that keen on taking me to all firm games because there were dark days and there was a lot of fighting and trouble in that. In 1982 League Cup final, Celtic beat Rangers 2-1 with Nicholas McLeod scored. It rained all day, see what I mean, all day. I mean for the fucking waking up in the morning to go to sleep at night, it did not stop raining, and Hampden was getting done up in, and the stand across for the main stand, that was empty, so it was a lower crowd than normal. But Celtic eventually beat Rangers 2-1 with Nicholas McLeod scored in the first half. That was brilliant. I mean, me and my dad, we walked it, and it had to walk down Aikenhead Road into town, get the bus back up the road or something. But that was my first experience of going to an Old Firm game. But I was probably shitting myself, man, because my dad used to just tell me horror stories of people fighting and fucking throwing bricks and balls at the games, and that's why he wasn't that keen on me going to them and seeing things that went on.
Because obviously back then it was the Old Firm, now it's fucking
Sevco
United, Sevco, Skint FC. Obviously my dad's talking for back in his time, it was Old Firm, now it's fucking Sevco.
Back his time, eh, John? Back his time.
Obviously, what was what's your favourite all-time goal? Your favourite goal you've seen?
Favourites? When Strank was a manager, when they had to beat Rangers twice at Parkhead in the space of 10 days, 2 weeks. I think Celtic scored last minute goals in the 2 games. McDonald had it across to big Hesselink. Goals. 4 each game at Ibrox. Murdo McLeod scored a screamer, the last kick of the ball. Nakamura's goal. Maloney's goals at Parkhead. Wow. You're not getting any better than Larson's chip. At the end of the day, when you think about all these other special goals, that was unbelievable.
Maybe yourself, Shaun, which kind of been you, obviously you're a bit younger than my dad, but what's your kind of favourite game you've kind of either been to or kind of?
I can't really remember the first Old Firm. I was younger. I was a lot younger. Petrov played at the time as well. It was Celtic one nights. My first at Old Firm was at Parkhead. We won anyway. So I honestly can't remember, mate. But the best one I've been to is 2-0 at Ibrox with Samaras. Scored the two of them. That was brilliant. That was a day session.
I think Celtic were brought on that day, weren't they?
Aye.
We were no struggling that day. Hooper not no injured. Hooper was in the storm.
There was a few players at me. God, I'm surprised I can remember the game. That was at 6 o'clock in the morning shot. You were up I made get the bus, but Samaras just.
Was Thomas Ronya playing that day?
Aye.
That's how I was talking about missing players. That rings a bell.
Because I think Ledley was in the Stones, I know. That was at the second goal. What a goal that was! That fucking passed into McGregor was fucking.
He came right out of his box and he just went right past him. Penalty or not, it was why they.
Oh, what a goal!
Right in the side of the net behind the post, and it was a beach one. The beach balls were out, everything. It was fucking brilliant.
What about you, Ryan?
My favourite goal would obviously be Larson. That's nobody can question that. But I think in recent times, it probably the 5-1 game at Ibrox. I think that was a big statement for Celtic there. I know Rangers were very, very poor. Obviously came up for the lower leagues and stuff, but that was a game for me. It totally, I think it fucking absolutely annihilated their fans. They were fucking so hurt, and it was brilliant to see. I think as Celtic fans, it's brilliant when your rivals are hurt, and I think they were absolutely fucking. They were torn the heart out of the result.
They were sick, weren't they?
They were sick.
And won the club for nothing.
see the fact that, but I think long after that was when they stopped the allocation, wasn't it? It totally sick them, wasn't it? Was it after that they made the allocation?
They're getting sick of it as a club and all, just fans.
Totally. I think that was a game that totally fucking.
I think they need to bring that back. The allocation thing, that's fucking. That's not
bring
right.
that back, can't they?
It's not right.
For me, that's the fact that fucking Lustig won't be starting more that, and that's just totally. That was a game for me. It totally put the stain out at Celtic.
Scored that game and all, didn't he? Lustig scored.
I was probably the best goal of all. What a goal that was for right back.
I know.
And for me, that was probably to stand out for me. And hopefully, fucking 5-1 Saturday. Obviously, Saturday prediction, boys. For me, I think because of the fans, either it could go one way or it could be a shitty boring 1-0 or it could be a fucking 6-5 or something ridiculous because I think it'll be 2-1 will win. I think it'll be a tight game. I think we might it could be one each leading up to the last 10. I think we'll nick a late winner. I think it'll be 2-1. 2-1 I think I'll say.
I'm quite happy to avoid defeat. I'd take a draw now because I think there'll be more players missing.
Yourself, Shaun?
2-0 Celtic.
2-0
Celtic.
The only reason I'm saying conceding because I just think we're liable to concede a goal.
Aye, but saying that,
we've been doing well recently.
Defensive record's been pretty good.
This might be the game button. This might be the game. Fucking step up, get your act together, fucking put them back in a place.
So we're gonna draw 2-1 and 2-0 with the
I didn't see a draw. I said be happy with a draw.
Okay, right. Respanning the works here.
No, I can't see him getting beat. So
5-0.
I'll go 2-1 Celtic.
2-1.
If you go to press me on it.
Right, get that in your cutting. 2-1 Celtic. Right, guys. Next week we'll be back. Obviously looking over the game. Hopefully looking over a Celtic win. And That'll be us for the day, guys. Thanks a lot, and we'll be back next week. Cheers, lads. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate.